Hi guys, Kurt Provost here, your guide to all things NuSkin. I'm on the road at the moment. I've been living in New Caledonia, a small Pacific island, for all of this month so far, and I've got a little while to go, and I brought some things with me from home in Australia, some NuSkin things. So I thought I would share the things that I'm traveling with at the moment, because if you're like me, there is a tendency that when you're moving around, when you're in a different place, that your routine gets disrupted and your skincare routine will get disrupted, and generally it will reflect that. So there's a couple of things that I bring with me to make sure that that doesn't happen. The first one is, of course, the Lumi Spa. Now, if you do not know what the Lumi Spa is, you can check out this video on the latest version, because this is actually the old version that I bring with me, just for the simple reason that if something goes wrong, if my luggage is lost or something gets stolen, I don't know who's going to break in and steal Lumi Spa, but a very discerning thief perhaps. Whatever, things go wrong when you're on the road. I'm not going to be as upset as if I broke the latest one, which is the Lumi Spa IO. It is still waiting safely for me at home. So this is the original Lumi Spa. I've had this for over 5 years now, still going strong. It's incredible, still delivers a great result. I just replace the treatment heads, and it gives that every probably 3 months, I would say, I've replaced them, and it gives that new cleansing experience. Now, I use this every day, and it's just part of my routine. When I have a shower, I will use the Lumi Spa, I'll shave, and I will also often afterwards follow up with this. It is the 180 face wash. I use this because some people may be saying, why are you using a second cleanser for your face? Well, I'm not using this for the cleansing properties. I'm using it because it contains 10% active vitamin C, and that is really potent. I wear it like a mask just for a few minutes while I'm washing the rest of myself, and then wash it off, and it really gives you this great radiant glow to your skin. Now, if for whatever reason you cannot bring your Lumi Spa with you, it's not practical to, then this is the next best option. I would take this everywhere with me. It's a lot easier to travel with, and you only use a tiny amount, so it lasts you forever, and you don't have to worry about the vitamin C actually breaking down and not being as effective, because it is patented. So there's a liquid or moistureless formula that you can expose this to oxygen, and the vitamin C will retain its potency, so it's still active even months and months after the seal has been broken on this. So this is one of my absolute favorite products, and it just delivers great results. Now, if there's guys out there wondering what's a basic product that I could use and I only want one or two, then I would either say Lumi Spa or the 180 face wash, because you see results from it. The next one I'm using, and I always bring this with me when I'm traveling, is the Epoch polishing bar. This is fantastic for cleaning yourself, for exfoliating your entire body. I use this instead of soap because it has that exfoliating effect, but it's also got the glacial marine mud within it, so it's kind of drawing out the impurities. It has a lovely, very mild fragrance. It's not super smelly, and you feel so soft and smooth afterwards. It gives a fantastic clean. So this is the best one to travel with, I believe, and a lot of people know this product because it helps with the dark areas of your body, like in the creases, under the armpits, back of the neck, back of the knees, these sort of areas. So they use it for discoloration, and it does have that kind of lightening effect. But it's also great because you can use this everywhere. You can even use it on your face, and it means you don't have to have a bunch of different products with you. The other staple that goes everywhere with me is, of course, AP24 Whitening Toothpaste. Now, I use the fluoride-free option. Depending on what market you're in, you'll either have the fluoride or fluoride-free, and that's just personal preference, but this is brilliant. I can't use any other toothpaste, so it lives in my bathroom and in my travel bag. The other one that also lives in my bag is Enhancer Skin Conditioning Gel. Now, this is an aloe vera gel. It also contains panthenol, and it's really hydrating and soothing for the skin. See, I tend to get sunburnt when I'm in very sunny countries like the one that I'm in right now, And so this really comes in handy to help speed up that process and kind of heal and soothe and just make it a much more comfortable process. Also, I like this as a very light moisturizer, and a lot of guys will be able to relate to this. If you're in a more humid country, or just guys in general, we don't tend to like putting a lot of heavy creams on our face. So I find this, because it's a gel rather than a cream, it absorbs into the skin well, but it gives that basic level of moisturization that we're looking for without creating that sweaty feeling when you're in this humid climate. So this is fantastic. It travels everywhere with me as well. The other one is to prevent that sunburn happening. I don't use sunscreen a lot because I don't personally believe it's a great idea to always be coating yourself in sunscreen. I know some people absolutely love sunscreen. They're always covering themselves with it. I like a little bit of sun. I think the sun is healthy in moderate doses. However, when I am out snorkeling, or I'm going to be hiking and my nose is going to get burnt, or the extremities of my body, my ears or something, are exposed to the sun for extended periods of time, then I will use this sunscreen, and that is of course the Sunlight SP50+. So that one is in the bag. In regards to serums, I alternate between the Nutricentials Ceramides Postbiotic Pump. This is awesome. I love it, and it's so easy to travel with because of the pump action that it has. If you haven't tried these, because these are new and I know they're not in all markets just yet, and there's a few different types out there, I've enjoyed every single one I've used, but I'm choosing this one in particular because it's very hydrating for my skin and very light, so it just absorbs rapidly, and that's what you want when you're in a more humid environment. On the days when I have a little bit more time and I maybe care a little bit more, I will use the Age-Log Boost with the activating serum. I mean, it is really only a 2-minute treatment for the face, so it doesn't require a lot more time, but you know, sometimes you're just running out the door, and so I don't use it on those days. Or if I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the sun, I'm not going to be using this. I'll use it for later on when I'm back. So I guess I could group these together in 3 different categories, and that is the cleaning portion of the routine, the hydrating portion of the routine, and the protecting portion. So for the cleaning portion, of course, the polishing bar, I've got AP24 for my teeth, I've got the Lumi Spa with the dry cleanser I use, and then afterwards I will do some sort of little bit of a treatment. Still, I guess you could classify this as the cleansing routine with the 180 face wash. So that's the cleaning portion, and then on the more of a treatment or hydrating side, you've got the boost and the Nutricential Pump and Enhancer Skin Conditioning Gel, and on the protecting side, you've got occasionally the sunscreen. So that's what I'm using on this particular trip. Depends where I'm traveling to, but generally be some combination of these products that I'll bring with me. They're good basic products. You can bring a lot more. Of course, it depends on what you're looking for. Of course, there's more devices that you could bring if you're trying to focus more on anti-aging, and in the future I'll no doubt be doing that. But that is it for today. If you have any questions on the products that I've mentioned or want to find the videos, I'll try and link them with little timestamps to this video, so you'll be able to find them through there, or just send me a message on either Facebook, Instagram, or through the email that is left at the end here. That's all for today, guys. If you enjoyed this, just give it a little thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it, and be sure to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to be kept in the loop with everything that's happening with NuSkin as we go through a very interesting stage of growth at the moment, which is quite exciting. If you'd like to participate in that growth and you're looking at this video going, you know what, those products sound pretty incredible, and not only would I like to use them for myself, but I know a bunch of people who would like to get their hands on them too. How do I go about partnering with this company so I can benefit from these products as well, like a business? Well, I'm so glad you asked that question. Reach out to me because I'm looking for people just like you, and we're expanding business around the world. It's a business that you can work from almost anywhere, and that's what I'm doing right now in New Caledonia instead of the usual living in Australia doing this business. So I look forward to hearing from you in the future, and I'll see you in another video. Cheers, guys.